What is up? It is the American Scouser here, feeling a little sick, as you can probably tell, a little cold, wrapped up in my blanket, but watching a good first half of football. So, Liverpool v Swansea. Um, yeah, as I said, a good half of football, entertaining, but no shots really, which is interesting. But we had the whole first part of the half. Um, a lot of domination. I mean, we were just in their half for the whole first half of the first half, if you want, if you want to make it really confusing. But some things I noted before the game. Storage is warming up. Storage is on the bench, so that's cool. Along with Henderson, um, and where I said last game against Man City, I didn't see where we needed any changes at half. This game, again, we were playing really well. And maybe it's an adjustment where Klopp just says shoot the ball, or maybe it's an adjustment where we just need a substitute to give us a little bit of life. Not that we don't have life, because I'm also writing that there's still pressure all over the field, which I love. I think it's part of Klopp's formula, and something that he brings to the team. So I really like that pressure all over the field. And the commentators were talking about how Swansea wasn't coping with that well. Um, but let's start from the start. 2-1 win over Bordeaux in the midweek. Now we are clear of our Europa League group, so that's a weight lifted. That's momentum. Not to mention the 4-1 win over Man City, which the game I already referred to. It gives us a bunch of momentum, belief. That's something that Klopp said in his post-match interview. It was just the belief that it gives the players. Danger for Swansea. I wrote down Ayew, Key, and Routledge. Now Key is just a solid player in the middle of the park who can always pick out a pass. Every time I watch him play, I'm impressed with the way that he plays. He's just very cool and calm on the ball. I don't think many people would pick him out to be a danger man, but he's always one to get an assist. Ayew and Routledge looking good on the wings. That being said, Moreno is looking really really good on the wing as well. So is Klein. Klein hasn't really been tested by Ayew yet, but Ayew's been playing good defense on Klein and Ive on that side. No Gomes. Started with Eder. I like Gomes, but whatever. Eder seems to be playing all right too. So, but again, Lovren and Skirtle are keeping him pretty much under wraps. They haven't had many attacking options, or attacking moves, or attacking plays, or attacks. But when they do pick the ball up in that offensive end, they do look a little dangerous. They do look like they could get a goal. Windy day at Anfield. Hopefully no effect on the game. So far, some of the balls that have been trying to hit over the top haven't really found their mark, or have been a little wayward. But overall, not too bad. These are just notes I wrote before the game, before the half even started. So, and Swansea has never won a league game at Anfield, which is interesting. But I don't want to tie. I really think that we need this win, because we're sitting in a position where we could rocket up to 6th if we get the 3 points. And it's just, I know it's the middle of the season, but I'd like to be competitive for the top 4 now, so that we don't have to fight towards the end of the season to try to secure that type of spot. That's all I'm saying. And I said in my my week ahead review that the next 3 games for us are not hard competition, and it starts with Swansea. And if we can get 3 points against Swansea, I think that we can roll into the next 2 games and pick up 3 more points in each game. I don't think ties are necessary, especially the way that we're playing right now, because we're playing really, really well. I've been a chance at the 5-minute mark. Somebody played him in, and he was taking touches away from his defender who was on his right, and then somebody came from his left and took the ball from him. Hey, Ibe, shoot the ball. I know it's easy for me to say in my blanket in my room, but shoot the ball. I don't know if he wanted more space on his left foot, if it was too tight to his body. I think that's what it was, and his touch kind of let him down. I said Moreno looks awesome at the 11-minute mark, is a comment I had. That was mostly just his attacking play. He looks lively, he looks energetic, and he was looking good. Great pressure at the 15-minute mark. Chan had a great tackle at the 20-minute mark, tracking back after a long period of holding the ball in their end. They had a quick break, and he basically shoved Eder off the ball legally and just pretty much bossed him. the game started to balance out at the 33-minute mark, where it was all us earlier in the game, and then they were able to get a foothold and come back into the game and establish possession, establish themselves in our half of the field, and then no shots really is my last comment. No shots. I mean, I can't think of one. The only shot that we really had is when Ibe at the 5-minute mark cut it inside, and the defender slid and it cannoned off his own post. Um, but yeah, second half, interested to see if there's changes. There could be, there might not be. I don't know who he would really put in to give us that spark, considering that Sturridge and Henderson aren't 100%. They're on the bench, but yeah, I'd be really interested to see how we start the second half. Again, I think it's also just a couple tweaks that he can say to his players. Keep pressing and take some shots. Take some shots. I think we are missing Coutinho in the middle a little bit. I think that a goal probably would have come through Coutinho, just a little moment of magic with all the pressure that we had in the final third. I don't think that if Coutinho had been on the field, we would have been lacking a goal right now. But it's 0-0 going into the second half. Still really confident about the win. Also interested to see how Swansea comes out. I'm not going to cut this video per usual. Going to get it out, post it on the blog before the second half starts, and I'll be back at the end of the game with my second half analysis and full match analysis. Again, it's been the American Scouser. I'm going to go have a lozenge and watch the second half of this game. Peace.